In this video, we're going to have a look at a dish that we enjoy making in Australia around Christmas time. It's called Krostule, and it comes from Croatia. Sometimes you'll hear it called as Krostule as well. These pictures here show you how much Krostule we'll make from this recipe. So you can see there's approximately 3 cake tins worth when we're finished cooking. Let's have a look at the ingredients we'll need to set aside before we start. We'll need 4 eggs, 50 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of melted margarine or melted butter, 3 cups of flour, but we will need to add some more flour when we go through the process of actually rolling the pastry and making it into a firmer dough. 10 milliliters of vanilla extract, 10 milliliters of water, and to finish it off, a pinch of salt. The first thing we do is we put our 4 eggs into a bowl and we beat these using an electric mixer until we get a mix which is thicker and slightly light yellow in colour. It'll take us probably 5 to 10 minutes. Then what we do is we gradually add the sugar and the salt and beat these until they're dissolved into the mix. The next step is to add in our melted butter or margarine, the vanilla extract and the water, and mix those in. Our next step is to add in approximately 1 cup of flour, and we mix this in using the beaters. Once we've got a good mix, now what we do is we add in the remaining flour and we'll beat this together using a wooden spoon. We want to create a mix now that's getting a little doughy. There might still be a bit soft, but we're in a position now where we can just about put it onto our pastry mat. Now our mixture now will be a bit gooey, so what we do is we spread some extra flour on the pastry mat and we try and work our mixture so that it gets increasingly firm. And we do that as well by adding a little extra flour as we go through the process. Once we're satisfied that the dough is not too sticky to touch, we can put it in the fridge and leave it there for 20 minutes before we go and cut it into smaller portions. So what we've done now is broken our dough into roughly 3 equal parts, and we've taken one of them, and what we're going to do is roll this out as flat as we possibly can do to the point where the dough is actually transparent, or the best we can do. And then once we've done that, we can cut it up into smaller parts prior to frying. Once you're satisfied that the pastry is as flat as you can get it and it looks slightly transparent, you can cut it into strips. Now the strips need to be approximately 3 centimeters wide and about 12 centimeters long, but of course it can vary to make sure that you fit it into the pastry that you've got. And when you've done that, what you look to do is cut a small little cut in the middle of the pastry strip, and that'll allow you to tie it in the knot, which we can observe here in a moment. So at the moment we're just going through and cutting them into strips, and what we'll do is we'll take one right now, cut it into a pair, and we'll put a little cut in the middle, and we tie through that to create a little knot like that. And we'll just repeat the process there, a little cut in the middle, and creates a loop which you tie through, and we just repeat that process over and over again. We now place some vegetable oil on a low to medium heat, and next to that we've got 2 forks for turning and collecting our Krostule, and we've also got some greaseproof paper and paper towels. We now place each piece into the oil. After a small period of time they'll start to float, which means they're close to cooked on one side. We're looking for them to be a goldy colour. When that's done, we use our forks to turn them over to the other side, and when we're satisfied that both sides are that goldy colour, we can take them out using our forks onto the paper towel.